Hey, greetings. This is JoJo Bear, and you're watching Sex Talk with JoJo Bear. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube page, just click on the subscribe button. Or if you want to find out more about my services or ask me a question, you could always go to metamorphicembodiment.com. So today we are talking about sexological bodywork. So what is sexological bodywork? So sexological bodywork is a somatic erotic education that assists individuals. We work with individuals, we work with groups, and we work with couples as well. And so how does a typical sexological bodywork session run? Okay, so in order to know this, let me just give you a little bit of history, right? So the sexological bodywork was created by a man named Joseph Kramer. If anybody knows about Joseph Kramer, he is one of the originator of the organization called Celebrating the Body Electric. That was born out of the AIDS epidemic. Joseph wanted to create a place for gay men to come and to be able to have in a workshop setting, typical week or weekend, to have a place where men could use touch, use breath work, could use sensuality as a way of connecting, right? And it's more being placed on the body. It's more body focused, right? So the organization changed, Joseph left, and now he, years later, started this position called Sexological Bodywork, which I believe it's almost in its 20th year or maybe 21st year. Um, you'd have to ask Joseph for that. But sexological bodywork training, I am a certified sexological body worker. I was trained in United States a couple of years ago and certified. But there are sexological bodywork trainings all over the world, Australia, Europe, Canada, and even in the United States. It is a certified position that is approved by the state of California. So if you're a Californian, you can be a sexological bodywork and, like not have to worry about all the wackadoodle stuff that other states think of. Anyway, so what we do, what we do as sexological body workers is we assist people, right? People can come in to a sexological bodywork session for many, many different things. It could be anything from shame and trauma to really enhancing pleasure. Maybe someone's feeling stuck, or maybe someone's feeling just kind of, out of control. Like, I don't know how to deal with my sexuality or sex or anything, really. The most important thing is that in a sexological bodywork session, the client, the person that comes in, is in charge. They get to ask for what they need, right? And we work a lot around boundaries and around limits and around a person really, really dropping into their body and identifying, what is it that I need? How do I want to be touched? How do I want to be witnessed? What information do I need to get out? Right? Or what information do I need to get in? A lot of times we are we are a somatic sex educators. We are in an education position where we're actually talking about the body. So I tell other sexological body workers, really continue your education by learning more about the body, learning about STIs, sexually transmitted diseases, learning about, different modalities that can assist you in a sexological bodywork session. I come from a clinical hypnotherapy background, so I use a lot of my hypnosis, NLP, and guided imagery in a lot of my sexological bodywork sessions. So sometimes if you are a therapist in another form, you can really add to your sexological bodywork practice and make it really unique. So a lot of times people come in and they don't even know what they need. So it's really, really important as a sexological body worker is that I really ask a lot of questions. When people are talking about their body, around their sexuality, and around like very private information, it people tend to get a little bit uncomfortable. So it's really important for me to create a really safe and space that has a lot of boundaries. But I also really love to have a person understand that they're coming in, that it's not going to be so serious. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be able to talk and just drop into our bodies. Being a sexological body worker, I get to see people really shift and really learn a little bit more about their body. And so it is a position that I find I enjoy so much, being able to educate. But most of all, without ego, I just really am there to hold space for someone, to really be of service to them, to really be in a place where I can actually get to see a person come in and give their intention on what they need. And when a person asks for their intention, I tell them, you can ask for anything in regards to your body, to your sexuality, to what you need. So an intention could be, I want to move. I want to breathe more when I'm feeling sexual. I want to not just tighten up in my body. I want to feel free. I want to feel looser, right? I want to understand why I'm not getting erections when I'm with my partner. I want to understand why I'm feeling so numb when my partner touches me. So there's lots of different things as a sexological body worker that we can do in a session. Now, adding that word sex into anything makes everything seems provocative. But here's the deal. As a sexological body worker, there are times where I don't even see a client undressed, right? Because it may not be relevant for their healing process, right? It might just be a person that really just needs information. But in all the sessions, there's a lot of interactiveness, right? There's lots of movement, there's touch, there's breath work, there's noise. I welcome all sounds in my studio. I like to move around. It's not your typical session. It's not your typical therapy session. Sometimes we move. Sometimes I throw on music. So it's very different for each person. I do get a lot of referrals from therapists because we get to touch our clients. Therapists can't. And when I say touch, it's the person is asking me. I put a person in a position where they get to ask for what they need, and it is a great tool for embodiment when a person could get out of their head and into their body. So if you want to know more about sexological bodywork or any of the services that I provide, check out my website, www.metamorphicembodiment.com, and hopefully I answered some of your questions about sexological bodywork. If I didn't, you could always Google it, find out more, and I'd love to answer any of your questions, so please let me know. Ciao for now.